Hello, my students. Welcome back. Let's start our session. We are still in our book Macmillan, and today we are in Unit 9. Today's lesson is sentence building. Sentence building. Okay. Let's start. Before we start, as a warm-up, we will answer a riddle. Okay, you will answer a riddle now. I will give you a riddle, an easy one, and you take just 1 minute to answer it. Okay, take 1 minute to answer this riddle. Okay, let's start. Where does today come before yesterday? Where does today come before yesterday? Where can you find today before yesterday? It's not easy. Yes. The dictionary. Very good. The dictionary. You can find the word today before yesterday. You can find the word today before yesterday. The word. Because T, the letter T before Y. So you can find the word today before yesterday. The word, not the day. Okay? The dictionary is the thing or the book that you can find or search for a difficult word. The book, you can find the meaning of the word. Okay, so the word today is come before yesterday, and this is the riddle. I think it's not easy and not hard, by the way. Okay, let's start. Yes, you can find this page in your language book. Let's read it. Let's read the box. First, let's read the balloon or the bubble of Moby. Moby is saying, discuss how these two verbs change when we add ed to them. Discuss how these two verbs, I think these verbs, ripped and smiled, how these two verbs change when we add ed to them. Do you remember when should we add to a verb ed? Do you remember that? We took this in the first term. When should we put ed to the verb? For example, play, played. Which tense? Past simple. Very good. When we want to change a verb to the past form, the past simple form, we simply add d or ed or ied. So this lesson, we're going to discuss how these kind of verbs, rip and smile, change when we add ed. Okay, the next bubble. Remember, the spelling of some verbs change when we add ed. Remember, the spelling of some verbs change when we add ed. We will know everything now about these two bubbles. Let's read the box. We have two pictures. Some sails. You see, these things are called sails. Okay, sails. And we have two men. Maybe they are captain and a sailor. Okay, and they are on a ship. Okay, let's read. The wind ripped the sail. The wind ripped the sail. Ripped here is a verb. Ripped, ripped. Did you notice the pronunciation of D? We didn't say ripped. It's ripped. Okay, I will tell you when should you pronounce it like or as t sound, not d sound. Again, the wind ripped the sail. Rip plus ed becomes ripped. Did you notice the change here? Who can tell me? Did we simply add just ed? We didn't do anything else to the verb? No, we did. We changed it or we added another p sound. Right? P letter. P. Okay? We doubled the last letter. P letter here. Rip becomes ripped with two P sounds. P letters. Okay, then the second picture. The captain smiled at me. The captain smiled at me. The captain smiled at me. Notice here, smile plus ed, smile plus ed. It must be smile double ed, but we didn't double the e letter. We just add one e. We just add d, not ed. Smiled. And I will tell you why. Okay, let's see the next. Yes, we have here two rules. Okay. Rule number 1. For regular verbs ending in e, we just add d. Again, if you want to add ed to the verb. Okay? But the verb already ends with e. So the rule here is to just add d. To just add d. Okay, again, for the regular verb, it must be regular. It must be regular. Okay? The regular verbs ending in e, we just add to them d. Like smile becomes smiled. Smile becomes smiled. Okay? Rule number 2 here about rip and ripped. For regular verbs ending in a consonant plus vowel plus consonant, notice or focus here. Consonant plus vowel plus consonant. Okay, before we continue, who can remember what are the vowels and what are the consonants? Do you remember the face that I drew before on the board for the vowels? The face. Huh? O, E, A, I, U. This is the face. These are the vowels of English. In English, okay? O, A, E, I, U. Okay? So these are the vowels. Any other letter is consonant. Okay? So if the verb is consonant, vowel, consonant, and you want to add ed, you have to double the last consonant, the final consonant. Double the final consonant before adding ed. Like rip. Look at rip here. R is consonant or vowel? Consonant. I, vowel. P, consonant. So we have consonant plus vowel plus consonant here. We want to add ed. So you have to double the last consonant, the P here, the last consonant, and add ed. It's simple. Okay, it's next. Yes, about the spelling. About the spelling. Verbs ending in e add only d, as we said. Here are more verbs ending with ed. Phone, phone, just add d. Smile, smiled. Love, loved. Okay? And here another, it's like revision about the CVC or consonant plus vowel plus consonant verbs. How we add ed. We have stop, becomes stopped. We doubled the letter P here. Rob, robbed. Ban, banned. Mob, mopped. Okay? So the verb here, the last three letters are consonant, vowel, consonant. So we add, we doubled the last consonant. Okay? As we see here. Stop, stopped, robbed, banned, mopped. Okay? Very good. Let's read this. Okay, it's very important in pronunciation. It's very important in pronunciation to say the words right or in a good way. Notice that if the verb ends with p or k sound and you will add ed, what should you do? We will pronounce d as t. Again, if the verb, we want now to add ed to the verb, okay? And the verb ends with p sound, or k sound, okay? We are talking about the sounds, not the letters. We are talking about the sounds, not the letters. If the verb ends with p or k sound, you have to add or to pronounce d. After you add ed, pronounce d like t. And I'll tell you some examples. Like, it's regular. We will add d to it to make it past, okay? And it ends with k sound. What should I do? Should I say it liked or liked? Yes, liked. We pronounce d as t sound. Help ends with p sound. If we add d to it to make it past, we pronounce d to t. Help, helped, helped. Skip, you know, skip the row, skipped, etc. Okay, let's see the next. Yes, these are some examples in your language book. We just make these verbs, add ed to each verb, spell each verb correctly, write them correctly. Okay. One stop, stopped, as we know. Like, as we said, we will add ed or just d. Very good. It becomes liked or liked. Liked, very good. So right here, liked. Number 3, drop. Dropped with one p, or we have to double the letter p. We have to double the letter p. Very good. Becomes dropped. And of course, it will pronounce like dropped, not dropped, because it ends with p sound. 4, wave becomes waved, just add d because it ends with e. 5, hop becomes hopped. Okay, we double p and add ed. Very good. If you are watching the video now, if you are watching the lesson now, make pause, stop the video, answer, then listen to my answer. Okay, take your chance. pause the video or stop the video, then answer and listen to my answer. Number 6, close becomes closed. Very good. Closed, pronounced like that sound. Closed. Okay. 7, tap becomes tapped. We have two things here. You have to double the letter P, and you have to add P then ed, and you have to pronounce it that sound like t. Tapped. Skate, we just add D because it ends with E. Skated. Okay. Slip, we just add ed, or we have to double the letter P. Yes, we have the last three letters here. Consonant, vowel, consonant. L-I-P, consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, so you have to double the last letter, then add ed. Slipped. Use, used, used, pronounced like the sound. Used. Okay, amazing, really good. Next exercise. Yes, here your turn to make some sentences. Take your time now. Stop the video and make some sentences about the verbs that we answered now. Okay, let's read. The first sentence, drop here, dropped. Sentence, he slowly dropped to the floor. He slowly dropped to the floor. 2, the little girl hopped and skipped along the lane. Hopped means to jump. Jump, okay? She tapped the ice with a stick. She tapped. Tap like knock or hit. She tapped the ice with a stick. He slipped on a bar of soap in the shower room. Slip means like fall down. He slipped on a bar of soap in the shower room. Okay, next sentence. He liked to eat a red apple. He liked to read a red apple. He waved his hand in the air. He waved his hand in the air. Okay. She closed her eyes and fell asleep. She closed her eyes and fell asleep. Don't sleep. They skated on the frozen lake yesterday. They skated. You know the skate? On the frozen lake. Frozen lake like ice. On ice lake. Yesterday. Very good. The last one. She used a piece of wood to close the window. She used a piece of wood to close the window. Okay. That's all. Thank you for watching. See you next session, inshallah.